time reveals itself with a warning or a precondition. However, it comes to reveal a truth to you, which is gifted to set your mind free, so that you may know what freedom is truly inside of the current state of your being, which is the present state of living inside of the body, the organism which has a time that is limited before it is time to self-terminate without your effort, nor power to prevent it of returning back to the earth from which it has come. Environmental displays have, since the beginning of what is called civilized time, has been the factor of forcing the human being from learning of what is relevant to be the focus, and therefore primary objective of what is most vital to the humanity of humankind. This state of humanity is written of being compromised after the great plead to God that humanity is within a state of misunderstanding, and in the moment that God heard the plead which was giving of a compassionate man and human being, that humanity is very much in need of more time for the sake of saving itself, thus time of coming to understand, and thus realize of the vitality of time, and of how time should never be abused and wasted, because time is a sacred entity, and has the power and ability to end itself in regards to humanity as a whole. The human being must, during this gifted time, come to know of how not to abuse it any further, as if time has no ending for the state of living. Humanity must come to know that way to live within time, that it will be of his or her benefit, even without knowing precisely of when time will come to claim that state of being's end. Within the journey of existence, the element of time is brought along the living journey as a steady presence of an urgency, which most can only perceive as becoming prepared for the days of when the organism will begin to diminish as it was created to perform. We come to understand that despite the others whom we call our loved ones, as the earth turns, we come to realize the reality and the urgency of never relying upon anyone outside of ourselves to help cause our latter years to be peaceful, to be of a pleasant venture before God says, "It is done." The relying upon others, as well as the government system, is a possibility which could be successful if one has those human beings in their midst, but is in fact an individual which is irresponsible because of the possibilities of humanity in this state during the time element, has a great possibility for disappointment. Understand the possibilities of being disappointed in your living journey. Do not ignore the reality of its truth, and therefore always be responsible with your living journey in making every aspect of your living situation sufficient to the degree that if disappointment shows itself out of the shadows of what you were taught and made to feel would never do, you have never compromised the importance and vitality of time itself moving inside of you, and thus with you. And so, in spite of the shortcomings intellectually and emotionally disappointments, you have been productive in preparing yourself for the peaceful transition to the next plane that you deserve. Written by David Anthony Braidwood.